Welcome and thank you for being with me today. I have a really special guest that I want to introduce you to. She's actually my friend, long time friend, co-yogi. We've spent a lot of time together practicing yoga, but she's also one of the kindest people I know and very knowledgeable in the area of essential oils. I want to read something to you that I think defines her and defines what she does in life. I think it's important that I read this to you. My mission is to connect you with your own body through self care, therapeutic touch, and the power of essential oils. This is her mission. She is a wellness advocate, she is a holistic health practitioner, and she also is a certified massage therapist and a mother of two, and one of my dearest friends. I will just let you meet her before we continue any more. I won't say any more. I'll let her tell you about her. Just know that it's quite a treat to have her with us. And I'm going to bring her on. Let's see, here we go. Her name is Jana Hungate. And hi, Jana. It's nice to have you.
Hello, Margie. Thank you for having me and thank you for the lovely introduction.
Yeah. No, thank you
Like
for
it's me, yes.
thank you for agreeing to do this because I think essential oils are very important. But before we even get into that, I want you to tell us more about you and how you wound up on this path because you are definitely on a mission of healing and helping people heal. So tell us how this began.
Yes, yes, it's so true. And even more interesting how I got personally, to this path because I started totally somewhere else. And it was back in Czech Republic where I was born and raised. And I wasn't always in the health and wellness business. I started as a teacher, like elementary school teacher. And when I started to teach my very first year, they always tell you, well, you need to watch for your immunity because the very first year you're going to be quite sick because you're going to be, receiving the germs of your students. But after 1 year, it's going to be okay. So, of course, it happened, and it wasn't only 1 year, it was continuing. And that was my starting point to look at my health and wellness from different point of view and not just simply going to the doctors, taking the pills and hoping for the best and, giving the power, to doctor and pills because I realized it wasn't working for me. So that time I have decided I need to find different resources for myself and to support myself to be more healthier. And I went the holistic way and I started to use herbs and essential oils. And back in Czech Republic, I wasn't using the best essential oils. That's why I want to talk later about how to choose the correct essential oils. I was just using essential oils, which I grabbed in the store, didn't research, it smelled good, and I was thinking it's good. It was not. But when I moved here to United States, I continued in my search for better products to support my body and health. And one of my good friends was using these essential oils, and she looked amazing. She was healthy. Her skin was amazing. So I was always wondering what she's doing. And she said, this is what I have been, using all of my life. And I feel like that is supporting me a lot. And one day I took a CPR class, and when you learn how to, do the CPR, they always tell you be careful with, the specific movement when you work on the mannequin, so you don't fake your wrist. And of course, I did it, and I felt my wrist was just hurting. When I met with my friend, she said, "How about you try some of these oils?" I'm like, "Well, why not? It can hurt, right? Because I was trying different stuff. It didn't really work for me. But I remember she applied peppermint and then deep relief on my wrist. And during that time we were together for a couple of hours, she applied it twice for me. And I was feeling really release. So that was my aha moment. I'm like, wow, it not only smells good, it also works, right? And I knew it works, but I didn't have that my own experience when I felt it. So that's why I say, if you are on the edge with something, try it first and see for yourself if it's working with you, if you like it. And what I really liked was that it's a natural product. You can use it on the body and it doesn't have any side effects. And on the top of that, it smells amazing.
Well, yeah,
So
I have my experience with you in that as well. I mean, we were on our
yes,
retreat together and I was so much pain. My neck and my shoulders were so deeply in pain. And you had the peppermint oil with you. And I remember you
yes,
put it in your hands and put it on my neck. Very little massage. It was, the oils,
yeah,
applying oils. And next thing I knew, I was feeling terrific. So this is
yes,
kind of my real introduction because I knew about them, but I didn't know how to use them. And still,
yeah,
I'm very ignorant, which is why I asked you to come and
yeah.
talk to us because most
Thank
of us
you.
are very ignorant. Yeah, no, and it's very
I
important.
remember the moment.
I'm sorry.
I remember the moment at the
Yeah,
retreat when you.
yeah. So let me, but can we begin? What are essential oils, Jana? Because I
Yes.
think some of us say, oh yeah, essential oils, but we're not really clear on what exactly they are.
Mhm. So essential oils, I have so many here I want to show you later on,
Okay.
but they are harvested from the trees and plants, and they are concentrates from these plants and trees. And there are different techniques how they can take it out of the plant. It's either cold press or the resin or the stem distilled. So different oils are harvested in different way. And I wanted to show you, like lemon, for example, is cold press oil, and like lavender, it's the steam distilled, and the frankincense, it's from the resin of the tree. So just these three different, options how the energy and the fluids of the tree, it's moved to these little bottles. And these plants and trees are specific farms where farmers are taking care of these plants and trees in the most natural way. And that I would say it's really important for me to express that I'm using Young Living essential oils, and these products are from the best of the farms, because they are really big on being super careful, not using any chemicals. So these oils which we have in these bottles, they are pure, 100% pure essential oils, therapeutic grade. And you mentioned what are the oils. So for me, when I use the oils in Czech, they were not pure therapeutic oils. They were just regular punched oil with chemicals. And I didn't know at that time that is not good. It smelled good, but it wasn't good for the body and for the health.
Mhm.
So if you're okay with that, go with it. But I didn't want that. I wanted something good and what is beneficial for my body, because I know I'm going to be applying it on the body. I'm going to be using it internally, and I'm going to be breathing, aromatically the oils. So that's why I wanted to have something good, because if it's my health, I want only the best. And I found it. And it's up to you, whichever brand or product you find for yourself, which works for you. I just want to tell you, please do the research for yourself that this oil is a good, good quality, and that is that you can take it internally, and you don't have any side effects out of it, and you are safe with that product, and it's safe for you and your family and or pets.
Yes, and I think that point that you touched on it being organic, and chemical free is really important, because
Yeah,
we think that, we're applying on the skin and it's just the skin, but no, it's, even if you're just applying it
no,
to the skin, it's absorbing it, and it's absorbing whatever chemicals are in that oil. Or if you're breathing it, you're inhaling whatever chemicals are in that oil. The other thing is, let me ask you, like, I have a lot of allergies, um, and it's not necessarily allergies. I have reactions to things.
yes,
So I think most of the time what I'll do is I'll just test before I use anything.
yes,
Because if you react to it on your skin, you're definitely going to react to it if you ingest it, right? So, what is the
yes,
best way to test that you are not
yeah.
allergic to maybe an oil?
As you said, if you have never tried oils, the best way is to test it on your forearm. The skin here is very sensitive, so you would take whatever oil you want to try, put one drop on the skin, and just wait 5 to 10 minutes, and then you would see if you have any reactions or not, right? Usually you don't, but if you do have reactions, it might get maybe a little bit red, but it doesn't mean that the reaction is from the oil. It can also mean that your body is so toxic from, the toxins and medications you are taking, or food, unhealthy food, or what you are eating, drinking, that it might cause the reaction of that. So that I would suggest if you don't know how you're gonna react.
Right.
After that, you can start applying the oils on yourself, and I would always suggest use the carrier oils
Okay, that was
with
my
the
next
essential
question.
oils.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
oil would
And
you suggest?
I'm using a couple different. I'm switching. It depends what mood I have. If you like, coconut oil, you can use coconut oil. If you like extra virgin olive oil, organic, you can use that, or grapeseed oil, or from Young Living there is a V6 oil. So any of those are really good options, to mix with the given oil you need, and you can use the oils for supporting your muscles, so supporting immunity, for feeling better emotionally. So whatever you are feeling that given day, you apply and choose those oils.
To
For
support.
example, yeah, for the support, because I have all of these oils, but I will not be using all the oils on me at the same time because I don't need it. So each day is different. So I would suggest, ask yourself, how do I feel today? What do I need at this given moment? Is it just mental support, or do I need to support my body because it's aching somewhere? Or what is it I need? And usually, you're the only one who can know, right?
Right, right,
So
exactly.
just simply, use your common sense and guts, and, go with the flow and ask yourself, what is it I need right now? Yes.
So if we go back to the carrier oil, just real quick, um,
Okay.
I think it's important, and tell us what you think. I think it's important that the carrier oil be of quality as well, that it be
Yes.
organic, that it not have any pesticides or
Yes.
chemicals in it. Whatever you choose.
It's really important because uh, you are using clean products. These essential oils are clean, pure, and you don't want to mix it with any other unclean product, right? So you use the organic or something you have at home. And I just want to show you, like, I have the organic carrier oil in my plastic bottle because I'm not carrying the big bottle of the oil
Right.
or whatever, right? And how can you use it? You spray the carrier oil in the hand, and then you can use, let's say, what is it, peppermint. You can use 1 drop or 2 drops. Mix it with the carrier oil. So by circling clockwise your hands, you're activating the oil, and then you inhale. You cup your face. Breathe in through your nose and exhale. Breathe in and out. And one more time. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now I will apply it on my neck. If you feel you need to apply it on your knee or lower back, you can do that, or anywhere you need it. And that way, because now I feel like I need support my neck, I have it all around my neck. I can also apply it on the tips of the ears or on the temples to just be more aware. And I can smell it. It's close. It's just amazing smell. But be always aware, because you have the oils on your hands, not to put it in your eyes or close to your eyes. Yes. Yes. One tip, do not put it in the eyes because it stinks. It will not hurt you, but it will stink.
Yes.
And if that happens, that it can happen. It happened to me too, even though I'm super careful, because sometimes you forget and something is itchy, so you scratch the eye. If that happens accidentally, flush it out with the carrier oil, not water, because that would sting even more. Flush it out with the carrier oil, with
just
oil.
Oil without any essential oil.
Yes, without any essential oil, just simple
tip, Jana.
carrier oil. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's really good to know, because I've done it, and then I didn't put any water in it. I just figured it would go, but it takes a while. So that's a great tip. Okay. Yeah, I have something you gave me, which is the Relax combination of oils. And
everybody needs Relax.
Yes, and I love it. It's got this little ball on it. So I can put it in my hands, right? Or I can just apply it directly. Anywhere, right? But what I love about it is it helps me relax. Like when you gave it to me, I wasn't sure. I mean, so what combination of oils is in here? Because I don't know. It's just a combination.
Yeah, each time I make a little bit different combination. It depends how I feel. And that's the amazing part, that you can create your own creation of Relax or holiday mix or whatever. Yeah. But usually if it's Relax, I would use relaxing oils. I would use carrier oil for the bottle. And then I usually use lavender.
Yes, I can smell the lavender.
Yes, and I like to use cedarwood. It's very calming. Then I like citrusy, so I usually use lemon or orange.
Well, that's my favorite.
And yes, and I also like to use lots of stress away or peace and calming. And I know I added in that one frankincense.
I love frankincense.
And sometimes I like to use the joy oil. That's my favorite lately. So you can use many different oils. It's up to you what you have at home at a given moment, or what you feel like. Do I feel like calming or more pick-me-up oil? If you want pick-me-up oil, you would add peppermint, so that peppermint has that, refreshing like energy, and you feel the peppermint in there. Okay, I'm so happy.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm so happy that you mentioned the roller, because that one is amazing option for little kids. Because if you have kids like me, my kids are a little bit bigger now. One is 9 and one is 14. But when they were little, they were oiling with me and they like to use the oils. But sometimes when I turn my back, they were just spraying the oils everywhere. So once you have the roller, it doesn't spray, they just can roll.
That's cute.
So that is the benefit of the roller for the kids. And also, if you have your favorite, or like I have the Joy or lavender, I'm using those instead of the perfume. I don't use regular perfume because I get headaches from those, but I love those. So I put the roller fitment, I have it in my purse, and then I just go behind my ear, hands, breathe in, apply it, and I have my perfume applied.
So let me ask you, like, for example, you made this for me. So you would fill, okay, if I were to do it myself, I would fill it with carrier oil and then just put 1 drop of each of the other ones, 2 drops. How many drops?
What I usually do, I use the oils first. So I put 2 to 3 drops of each I
Okay.
have. And you can mix 3 oils, 4 or 5 oils, whatever you have or like. And then when I put all the oils I wanted in, then I pour the carrier oil in. And I have this, show you, it's so cute. I have these little funnels.
Okay, how cute. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that without it, but you have to be super careful not to
Right.
not to overfill or something. But if you have these, you just put it in that little bottle, pour the carrier oil in, put the roller fitment on, and you are all set.
Lovely. Those are really cute. Okay. So
Yeah,
so you
right.
so you put in the oil first and then the carrier oil.
Yes,
Okay.
you can do it opposite way too, but sometimes it depends what size I have. So I'm kind of three
Well,
to
and it
four
makes
drops
more
of the
sense
usual.
for them to mix because, for example, when I drink coffee,
Yeah,
I will put my
yeah,
creamer first and then I pour the
yes,
coffee. That way I don't
yeah,
have to use a spoon. So it
yes.
would
But
kind of make
both way
sense.
works. Once you have it in the bottle, then you shake it so it mixes together, right? And
Right.
even before the application, you mix it so you get all oils nicely, blended together.
Lovely. So that's now those are the topical applications of it, right?
Yes,
But I know that there's also, you mean you can use them in diffuse. Well, let's start with the diffusers for
yes,
diffusing
yes,
in the environment. Um, you use water for that, right? You don't use a carrier
yes.
oil. Okay,
For the diffuser.
right. For the diffuser,
Yes,
not
yes. Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
topical
Well, I
application.
just want to remind we have 3 different ways how we
Thank
can
you.
use the
Okay.
essential oils. We have topical,
Mhm.
we can apply it on the body, and I will tell you even more where we can apply it and how. Then we have diffusers, aromatherapy, and then we have internal use. We can take it internally. So back to the diffuser, it's the aromatherapy, right? It's the way we are breathing the oils. And we can either breathe it out of the hands, or I'll show you how later on, but also the diffuser. And in these diffusers, I pour water. You will have like holder for the water, and it will show you the mark where to stop with the water, so it's very easy.
Mhm.
Once you have it filled, then I usually add 5 to 6 drops. If you want more, you can do more. I think 5 to 6 is enough
Sufficient.
of your favorite oil, and just press it the button and it diffuses. You can change timing on that, and you can also change the color on the diffuser. That's the benefit. So I like this one. And as I said, I have diffuser in each of my rooms now, but when I started, I have only one. And when I diffused, and wherever we were at that given moment with the family, I just grabbed the diffuser, put it in the kitchen or living room. Now I don't have to do that because over the time I have accumulated the diffusers in each room, which is easier. But I just want to say one is enough to start with something, and to just diffuse in the room where your family is, because that way everybody benefits out of it when you are diffusing. And what you can diffuse? You can diffuse any oils which are good for you for the given moment. Like, for example, now I'm diffusing here oils for respiratory system and uplifting, because that's how I feel what I need today. Respiratory for supporting the lungs and breathing. And so I put tea tree oil, and also I added citrus fresh, because I like the citrusy oils for the uplifting mood. In the other room, I'm diffusing Thieves. That's good for supporting immunity. And that way you can go on and on. What do you want to diffuse
Right.
in each room? Yeah.
So let me ask you, for example, you're saying that you have diffusers in each room. So let's say, for example, your son is studying in a room.
Yes.
What you're
Yes.
diffusing there, the purpose of that you're using is for him to support his studying, to support what he's
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
So I read a study and actually a few studies, but I started with one and then I researched on, for example, rosemary in this case. the effectiveness of rosemary on the brain and on cognitive reasoning, on memory. Um, Apparently, it's incredible what you can get from that as you're inhaling it. And then I imagine you can take it in as well. But tell us about that, Jana, because I think that's really important because we tend to think, it's just something we smell, but there really are some really concrete um, benefits to
Yes,
inhaling certain
yes.
aromas.
You are so right with the rosemary. Um, and these studies were done about rosemary or peppermint. They have similar properties for the brain when you can retain more memory or the study material in your head while you are studying, or they keep you more aware. I like those because you can apply them on the body. You can put them in the diffuser like you mentioned. I'm just diffusing that for my son because he is homeschooling right now. He goes only 2 days back into school, and three days he's sitting at home. So I'm diffusing those oils for him, so he can retain more of
Yeah.
that,
And let's remember
teachings.
right now it's November 2020 and we're in the middle of COVID.
Yes,
So this
yes,
is very common for all our
yes,
children and for us
yes,
right now.
yes. So I guess sometimes during this time, I should be adding some calming oils for myself.
Yeah, I think we all need to do that. Yes, it's lovely.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
That's
yes.
why
But
I really love this one
yes,
that you gave me because it
but
does.
that's why I always have handy. Where is it? Uh, Stress away and peace and calming. Those are amazing too. But back to the studies, you mentioned that you were reading about studies. I did too. And one of the study is saying that they were having two different groups of students, and they were studying for special test. And one of the group was studying with the essential oils, rosemary or peppermint, and the other group was studying without any support of essential oils. And once they took the test, the group which was studying with essential oils proved that they have better results, and they were able to retain more information from the studying. So that way they know that anytime you want to keep more in your memory, you should stay more aware during the study or important time, then you either apply the oil or diffuse the oil, or you can take it internally. That's what I do when I study for some important test or need to finish something. I'm not a big coffee drinker, so and if I get tired, I like to get either the rosemary or peppermint, into
Yeah.
the body.
Well, this
And this is
study
to
that
show
I
you what I
read,
have right now.
was
Yeah, I
the
have just
peppermint
glass of
water.
water, and then I take the peppermint. I put one drop. Here we go. One drop. It's there. I drink it. It feels really good, and it really keeps you awake.
Yeah. Well, and
I would say one thing though,
go ahead.
one tip for me, because I'm very sensitive to these things. I don't personally use peppermint in the evening unless I know I have to drive or don't want to sleep behind the wheel. But one evening I have somehow overused on peppermint and I could not sleep. So that's how strong these oils are. So be
Wow.
aware.
Thank you for letting us know that because yeah, we tend to think, oh, it's not going to make any
Yeah,
difference. But
yeah,
back to that rosemary, because to me, I just want to emphasize that how important it is. It goes beyond being awake. It goes
yeah,
into really enhancing the memory capability and
yes,
enhancing the cognitive reasoning, which is what they were
yeah,
finding in these studies, which to me was incredible. What a beautiful
yeah,
way of supporting yourself and supporting somebody that
yeah,
need it. And please Google it, look into it. Don't take our
yeah,
word for it because it's really quite
yeah,
quite remarkable what they're finding with these oils,
yeah,
specifically that rosemary oil. But I think all of them have their own specific area in which they're really quite
yes,
remarkable.
yeah. You are, I'm assuming you are referring to people who need to support a brain, um, right?
Well,
Also with the,
there were cases of people that have had stroke. There were cases of
yes,
a child that didn't seem to be able to learn, and so
yes,
he went for tutoring, um, and the
yeah,
woman that he was tutoring from had a diffuser, and she was diffusing
yeah,
rosemary, and she didn't
yeah,
do it on purpose. This wasn't something
yeah,
intentional, but this child started to be able to learn, started to be able to be, it was what happened there
yes,
was extraordinary. And
yes.
they made the connection. What is happening here? Why? I mean, of course, she's a wonderful tutor, but why is his,
Retaining faster
what?
and better.
And not only that, it was physical. It wasn't, I mean, there was a change. And
Yeah,
they went back to this rosemary. I mean, it's a beautiful study. And so they did. They wound up studying him, studying what was
yeah,
happening. And as of that, started doing more research as well. But there's
yeah,
many studies.
yeah,
This is just the one that got me started to
yeah.
look into it.
I I don't have issues like that personally, but what I have heard from other of my friends, and they have kids with these needs,
Mhm.
they have seen tremendous, you know, changes in them, and it's with the rosemary, and also the cedar wood is really good oil for supporting that. And
Supporting,
from
what does the cedar wood, I mean, what does it support? The learning
cedar
process?
wood is really calming.
Okay.
It's like down to earth, earthy smell of the cedar wood, just like a cedar wood, like
So
you would
it's a
see with
grounding
wood.
effect then.
It's very grounding, but it also makes the good connections in the brain.
Okay.
And when you are studying, especially these kids who are having these issues, they are recommended to use the cedar wood either in the diffuser or applied on the body. But what I have learned, I would also suggest to use it on the third eye. So you would just take the oil. If you are very sensitive, as we said, you would use carrier oil too. I know I'm not sensitive on this, so I know I don't have any issues. So I would apply it here on the third eye. Then I would apply it here on the top of my head,
Mhm.
and then I would apply it here. There is the occipital ridge here on the bottom. So along that occipital ridge all around,
So it's
then
basically where
I
your
would
neck is meeting your shoulders, where the neck
or,
meets the shoulders.
like here. Occipital bones
Okay,
are
all right.
here. It's
Yes,
a little bit higher.
higher.
Yeah, like the
I
root
couldn't tell
of
where
the
you were
bones.
pointing. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. If you can figure it out where it is, just Google it or apply it in that area, and then um, I'm referring back to my massage knowledge. I do lots of reflexology. So the reflex points on the feet are relating to our body, and our big toe reflects to our head. So I would apply it all over the head, like all over the big toe,
Oh,
because it's the connection with the head. And on the tip of the big toe, that's the point which is representing the brain. So you can press manually into that point with the oil to support the brain. But what I also suggest with the big toe, when you apply the oil, whatever it is, the cedar wood or rosemary or whatever you need, then manually, you know, circle the toe left, right, and pull it out so it gets that release. So these muscles here gets released because the head is connected with the neck and the brain. So when you marry the oils and the movement and the love you are putting into it, because you are feeling your body, that you're supporting your body, that way all of these, you know, loving things you are doing for yourself work even better.
yes, how lovely. And let me just
Yeah,
right now a disclaimer. We are not saying that instead of medicine you should
yeah,
do this. We are not saying that this is a miracle cure. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is this is a complementary way of supporting
Yes.
your life. Continue to take
Yes.
medicines if you're taking medicines, continue to do what you're doing, but just know that this will complement the healing process. Um,
Yes.
so I just want to be really clear on that. We
Yes.
have to make sure
That's right.
that
Yeah.
we're not going to say, okay, I'm going to stop taking medicines and no, 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 no. That's
No.
not what we're saying.
No.
We're saying complement. This will help
Compliment.
support and this will help the medicine, whatever it is that you're doing, to be even more effective. Because in that relaxation through the
Yeah.
lavender, in that centering and grounding through the cedar wood, in that rosemary that opens that brain and those senses, you are supporting this body and this mind and everything that's happening here, right? And you add that
Yeah.
lovely touch. Oh my gosh. So,
Thank
but I
you.
just wanted to say that because I don't want anybody to misconstrue or mistake what we're saying. We're
Yes.
not doctors. We're
Yes.
not trying to tell you that this, no, this will support you and this will help
Yeah.
you. And okay,
Uh,
so we talked
I
about,
wanted
yeah, tell me.
there is one more thing which might be helpful for people who have never used oils, and just a simple tips that at least I'm sharing what helped me
Yeah,
when I
please.
started, and I'm learning along the way. If for some reason you don't want to apply the oil on the body, uh, you can just take this cotton, that's for the facial use. You can just take this little cotton circle, put whatever oil. I'm applying the cedar wood, so that might be, for the kids who need it. And they can just smell it this way. They can have it right next to them, or they can put it in the pocket. And anytime they need it, they just can smell it that way. Or if you apply any other oil which you need, you can take it with you in the car, so your car smells nice, right? If you don't have special diffuser for the car, or you can put this in your closet and it smells good.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jana. That's
And
such a good tip,
yeah,
especially for the kids
you
when they're studying.
easy tips.
Yeah.
Do it yourself, very easy. Or I'm having this bracelet. Sometimes my daughter wears it to school. So for those kids who are willing to, to put the bracelet on, like girls are easier than boys because they're fashionistas, right? But on this bracelet, you can see that these black beads, they are lava beads. And in those lava beads, there are little holes. So when you apply whatever oil you need or feel like, put it on the wrist. I just roll the beads into the oil like this. And that is another way how you can, inhale the
Yeah.
oils and have it with you at the given moment. If you are not sitting at home and if you are not, inhaling the diffusers oils, you have it on the body.
And if you
Or
have it on your skin, yeah.
on the skin, or for the ladies, I have these necklaces.
Those are
And in these necklaces, we have just a cotton ball. And how you do that, my favorite is lavender because it's very calming. You just put, let's say, 2 drops of the lavender in there, and then you have it on your neck like this. You just smell it. And I have similar necklace like that in my car. So when I go in the car, I put oil in it and it smells nicely in my car.
That's terrific because that for those of us that don't want or can't have it on the skin,
Yeah.
that's an option. Okay.
Yes.
That's lovely. That's very, very lovely. We don't understand the effect. And our olfactory, our sense of smell is so important and it triggers so many things in our,
Yeah.
one of the biggest memories we'll have are of smells that we've had in our life.
Yes.
And so it does have a huge impact on our well-being, on our
Yes.
on our state, on our mood, whatever it may be, right? Yeah.
And let me tell you, when you smell certain oils, and there are many of them, sometimes you smell certain oil and it brings you back immediately to your childhood or a certain situation. And it can be pleasant, but it can also be unpleasant situation. That means that you need to work on that feelings and use that oils, because that oil is calling your name and telling you use me, because something needs to be either supported or released.
And overcome. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Lovely. That's
And
lovely.
I remember because when I started to use the oils, I had my favorite oils, and then there were oils I was like, ooh, I don't care for this oil at all. But when you get oils like that, it's really calling your name. And there's a saying, if you don't like it, that's the oil you need the most, right?
There's a
And
couple of those that I
oh
know.
yeah, oh yeah. But I remember when I started to use them, it was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna do this. But over the time, my body accepted that, and now they become my favorite oils. So something got released what I didn't need,
Yeah.
and now I can use it with ease.
That's lovely. And for those of you that decide that no, I'm not going there, you don't have to, right?
Yeah,
I mean, this is a suggestion, and I think it's a lovely suggestion
yeah,
because we're constantly, we need that work. We need that
yeah,
work to overcome those things in our lives.
yeah,
And it's a very personal journey that we go through with that.
yes. And there's one important thing. I'm the oil lover, and I always love to share about oils. But there are people who are not open to it for whatever reason it is. And I just want to suggest that if there is someone like that, do not force the oils on them. Or kids. There are moms, they just want to apply the oil on the kid. If you feel or if you see that the kid doesn't want that oil, do not put them, because it wouldn't, it wouldn't work well. They would, create negative
Yeah.
attitude towards that, and you don't want that, because maybe the next day they will ask you, hey, can I have that oil? And that happened to me with my own kids too, because if they were sick, I was applying certain oils, but sometimes their body was telling them, I don't feel that I want to have this oil. And I had my own experience with that. And that way I knew if they said I don't want it, I didn't put it on them.
It needs to be respected.
It needs to be respected. And then in a couple of days they said, can I have the oil? Because we have been using oil, so they know we are using specific oils for this and this and that. So that way I know, even for myself, when I was feeling not well, and I know that this oil I always like, but that day I'm like, I don't feel like I want to have this oil, so I let it be. Either I didn't use it or I chose something else. But just the awareness, do not pour oils on someone who is not ready or who doesn't want to receive it.
Yeah. Well, it does more damage than good when you do it,
Yes,
right?
yes,
You're actually pushing them away as opposed to.
yes,
So no, I agree.
yeah,
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for
yeah.
saying that, because I think that's important. And I think something else you told me that was important was to not, for with children, to
Oh
not
yeah,
put things under their nose or too
yeah,
close.
yeah.
Talk about
Uh,
that.
this if you're applying oils, there are certain areas you avoid, and that's putting oils in the eyes, and also pouring oils in the ears, or applying it straight under the nose, because these oils are 100% pure essential oils, and you really don't need much, because one drop is already so strong.
Mhm.
If you apply it under the nose, it's so strong you can get irritated, and your nose area can get irritated. And even with your favorite oil, you don't want to have it straight into your face. So that's why I always suggest apply it a little bit further, from the nose. You can apply it on the cheeks if you are working on your sinuses, but I would not put it there, because if you have cold, your nose is irritated, already red, and if you apply the oil, it can be stinking, and you don't need that.
It just makes
So
it worse.
just be aware of that.
And you
Yeah.
said not the ears either.
Not in the
Never
ears.
ears.
If you have issues with the ear, you can put the oil in the hand, activate that and apply it around or in, but never drip the
Never
oils
pour the oil.
inside,
Okay.
because they are so strong and they would burn it inside of your ear. You don't want that. You don't need it. Yeah.
Thank you. That's good to
Yeah.
know.
Yes.
Not even
And
the carrier. You just don't want to, you just apply around the outside, right? Or
around outside, you can apply it inside with the carrier oil always, because inside of the ear is very sensitive skin. But don't drip the oils, like do not do this. You can just, activate with the carrier oil and go around.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
And also, as I mentioned before, don't apply the oils in the eye. If you need to apply it around the eye, you go like in the circles, like bigger circle around the eye. But if you accidentally touch, like when you activate the oil, you still have the oil even after a while on the hands. And if you accidentally touch your eye and it gets stinky, just use the carrier oil for flushing out the essential oil. Water would not help you, because the oil goes up into the water, so it would sting even more.
Yeah.
So be aware, oil on oil, like
But
carrier
carrier
oil.
oil just without any essential, just,
Yes,
okay,
yes,
just
yeah,
pure,
yes,
pure carrier oil. Okay.
correct.
So it's good to have some of that on hand, right?
Yes.
In case
So I
you-
showed you that's what I have, like if I'm out of the home.
Yeah.
This is my little oily bag.
Okay, so that, like, can we transition into that? Because I'm kind of curious.
Yes.
Jana, my essential oil expert, what does Jana carry with her? I mean, like,
Yes.
if you had your, I don't want to call it your emergency kit of oils, but
Yes.
because, and again, as you said before, and I think you said this before, or maybe we said it in conversation, everybody needs something different at a
Yes.
different point in time in their lives.
Yeah.
So this isn't that you only have these, but
Yes.
what is your emergency kit of
So
essential oils?
this
Why?
is my emergency oily kit.
Okay.
So well, if you ask me, give me a pill, I will show you this. I'm like, I don't have pill, I have capsules, right? So this is a special bag which has these little holders, and it holds the oils in the space so they don't bang into each other. And the oils are changing through the time, whatever I need, but every time you will find there peppermint, lavender, digest, lemon purification, and then also this the carrier oil. And then I also have a little box of the capsules, and these are the vegetable capsules
Oh, to fill with oil.
to fill with oil. So as we mentioned, we can also use the oils internally. And I know, because I have been using it for a long time, I know which oils I can take, like just straight and put in my mouth. And certain oils are so strong that I know, like oregano, I would not be dripping like that, the vitality oil. And I will put it into the capsule. So then you take the specific oil, you would drop it like in there and put a top on it, and then you put it in your mouth and drink. If you know that you have sensitive stomach, you put the essential oils there, and you also put the carrier oil there to make it more easier for you. Or if you don't have the capsule, you can mix it. Some people like to mix it with honey or cup of rice milk or some drink they drink. But I found that this is the easy way for adults. With kids, they have to be specific age when they are able to swallow this, or you give them a little bit of honey or any healthy sweetener or something you know that your kid is able to swallow.
Okay.
And so this is in my bag, and I usually carry a mix of oils. Some of them are for relaxation, some of them are for like releasing the muscles or pain, because those we need the most. Like if I go to soccer, because both of my kids play soccer, sometimes they hit each other or they scratch each other. So that way I take my bag out and apply whatever oil we need, and we are good to go without side effects, and we smell good.
And then let me ask you, I'm going to ask you what you would use, for example, during soccer, but
Yeah.
I wanted to say that we need to be careful which oils we take internally, and not only
Yes.
which oils, but which brand,
Yes.
so that you can take it
Yes.
internally, right?
Yes.
Because not all oils are created equal. I think you
Yes.
mentioned this before, but I'm kind of, I want to make sure that people know,
Yeah.
because
For me,
yeah,
it's important, and I would suggest that everybody do the research. But if you want to take something internally, first of all, whatever brand it is, you look into the book if it's recommended for internal use. And then also, as I said, I'm using Young Living Essential Oils because I know they have line of oils you can use internally. And they are approved for internal use without any side effects, right? For example, like I know that the vitality oils, any of those you can take internally. Then we have oils like this, for example, Penaway, and then you see there's a child-proof top. Definitely, this is oil which you are not gonna be using internally. That
child
just
or adult, nobody should be using it.
nobody, yeah.
So we
And
need to
there
be
are some
very
other
conscious of
oils.
that, right?
What was that?
I said we need to be very conscious of
Yeah,
that.
very conscious. And like some people, if they are not aware of the good and bad oils, they go just to the store and grab something and they think, yes, lavender is healthy, or frankincense or whatever, I can take it internally. Do your research, because most of the oils in the stores have sign do not use internally, or they are mixed with synthetic oils which are not good for our bodies and they cause more harm than health, right? So that way, you look, is it good option for me? Is it good choice? Is it really clean, pure, therapeutic grade oil?
Mhm.
Or are there any, substitutes? Are there any synthetic parts which you don't want because you don't want to, either inhale it or take it internally?
Yes. Okay. And that, I think that's really important. And that's something we don't know. We see lavender. Oh, it's
Yeah,
lavender. It's okay. I,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's not necessarily the case
yeah,
because of whatever
yeah.
additive or however it's been processed,
Yeah,
right?
and even though it says organic,
Mhm.
still read the label, because it might say do not use during pregnancy or do not use internally.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
just be aware.
Okay. Yeah. Really, I mean, I think we don't understand, right? And even not just internally, our skin and what we're
Yeah,
inhaling. These are lovely. The essential oils are so beautiful, but we must be very careful as to which ones we use too.
yes,
And so, like anything else, right?
yes,
Like
yes,
anything else, I don't know if always, but for sure now. So Jana, let me ask you, we're in the middle of this COVID, this pandemic. It's November 2020. And I know there are certain things that I'm doing to keep my immune system strong. How can we use the essential oils to keep our immune system strong?
yeah. We have lots of options here, and I will share with you what I do in my
Yeah,
home with my family, and
thank
that's
you.
my own experience. So bear with me, and you adjust whatever I say to your specific life. I do a couple of different things every day. So for us as a family, I diffuse. This is the easiest way, because sometimes kids are too busy to apply all at that given moment. But every morning I wake up, I put specific oils, like for example, for supporting the immunity, is the Thieves is good. Um,
Wait,
or
before you go on, tell us about Thieves.
yeah,
Before
Thieves.
we
Where is it?
forget,
I just
because I love
I
the
love
Thief
Thieves. Yeah.
story.
So
And
Thieves, it's just Thieves is amazing, and it's even amazing oil for during the holiday if you celebrate holidays, because this is a blend oil and you smell that cinnamon bark there. There is eucalyptus, there is lemon. Oh my goodness, it's just amazing. So my daughter doesn't call this Thieves, she calls it Christmas, because she smells the cinnamon. She always says, "Where is the Christmas oil?" So I know it's this one.
Stella.
So
What's the story behind
The
Thieves? Why is it
story
called Thieves?
is
I love this
amazing.
story.
Yes.
Who found this story out, by the way?
Yes, in 15th century, there were thieves who were robbing the dead or dying bodies, because during that time there was a plague, so people got sick and they were dying of that. But these robbers, they were still healthy. And once they were caught, they were forced to release the secret. How come you have been doing this nasty things to others, robbing them, and you are still healthy? And they were forced to say, like, this is what we have been using. It was Thieves, and it's a blend of the oils, clove, cinnamon, and lemon, and rosemary, and eucalyptus. So that way, they did not get released. They get sentenced for lesser amount of the time, but the secret of the essential oil thieves was released. And that's why they also kept the name Thieves, because the story behind that, I think it's amazing.
Yeah, across the board, any brand. I mean, that combination is called
Yes,
Thieves, right?
yes.
I love
So
that. I love
Thieves
hearing that
is
story.
one of my favorite oils.
Okay.
I have lots of favorite oils, but there are even more favorite oils which I diligently buy and have with me at home, or when I travel. You don't travel that much at this moment, but if you travel somewhere, this is a must have, because it supports your immunity. If you have a scratchy throat, you can use it for that, for the immunity. There are more products by Thieves, even for cleaning the home, because some people do not like to use chemicals for cleaning the home, so they can replace that with the Thieves, product line. But what was that? I'll show you what was that. One of the other things you need is the Thieves Spray, because that can disinfect your hands. If you go to school or your office, you can disinfect your table or computer or whatever you are touching. And I also use this, if I'm talking too much, if I'm presenting, you get like a dry throat or itchy throat, I use that. And I use that
Do you
anytime.
ingest it or do you put it on the skin?
I spray it in my mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
And it's really strong and herbally, so I would not force this on small kids.
Okay.
Like my daughter, she's 9, and she has days she can handle it, but then she has days she doesn't want it, so I don't push it. But it's herbally taste. I love it. And it's also very beneficial if you have something going on with your teeth or gums, and you want to just cleanse your mouth. You can like gargle with that and then just spit it out, and you feel like all refreshed. So this is a must for the immunity. So we do that. I usually apply the oils on the body, and I apply it on the bottom of the feet for the kids and for myself. If I feel like something is getting on us and I feel like we are going to be sick, I'll apply this a couple times a day on the feet and also along the spine. So that way I take the carrier oil and the Thieves or even other oils, apply it, mix it together in the hand and apply it along the spine, because we have, along the spine, that's where we need to clear the negativity and the viruses and all of that nasty stuff. And it feels really good because the spine is long, and then you apply it along the spine, you feel it like it's going through your body and also through the feet. And if you use it, the Thieves Vitality internally in the mouth, that way you are pretty much marinated in those amazing supporting oils. And then you can apply it on the temples or here too. And I use Thieves, or I use Peppermint for supporting the immunity. And in the diffuser, it's either eucalyptus or rosemary or raven, any of these oils that make you breathe better and, just protect you in different way.
You use the peppermint on the soccer field too, right? For like
yes. The peppermint is my favorite to-go oil for muscles, because our muscles can get intense, they can get hurt, you know, you can tear your muscle. So anytime you have issues or some pain, you can support it with applying the peppermint. And the peppermint, what is it? It's right here. This is the small bottle of peppermint. It has cooling and warming properties. So when you apply it on the specific area, let's say they hurt a leg or knee or arm, I dilute for the kids, also myself. So I put a carrier oil, then I put 1 or 2 drops of oil. It depends what area you are covering. If it's big area, you put more oil, drops of oil, mix it, and then apply it all around. You know, if you are hurting here, do not apply it only here, apply it all around, so the cara is all taken care of and you get more benefit out of it.
Okay, I have a student who has a problem with her knees. I think I'm going to
Uh-huh.
suggest that. I didn't know.
Suggest that.
I will.
Yeah, yeah. And when, if you, as I mentioned, I do also reflexology. If you know the reflex points, apply, like if you, she has the knees, let her look what is the reflex point where it is on
Her
the
feet.
feet, and she can also apply it in the reflex point on the feet. That way she has like a double benefit because she's
Yeah.
using that via the reflexology. Um, when I was saying that some people are being more aware and cautious, that they don't know how they're gonna react and they are afraid. So if you have someone like that, but they are willing to try that, apply the oil on their feet, because that way the oil is working on the body. It's far enough from the nose if they don't care for the, you know, sense of the oil, but they can feel if the oils is working for them or not. And in our bodies are changing, and you know the oils are here for us, but there are specific times when you are going to care for this oil more, or you're going to need this oil even more. So just be aware of that happens, that over the time you switch the oils, you get other ones, and you just experience and listen to your body.
Yeah, and in the same way, we're constantly changing. We're not the same being today we were yesterday.
Yes.
And so I remember getting massage, and they would give me, it was Ayurvedic massage, and they
Yeah.
give me the three, the Pitta, Vata, and Kapha. And every day
Yeah.
they'd say, okay, smell which one.
Smell. Yeah.
And so I would smell one. Usually it would be Pitta or Kapha, but there were days when I'd say, no,
Yes.
not that one, which is unusual because those were the
Yes.
ones that I normally preferred.
Yes.
So the support of that, right?
Yeah. I I like to do that if I have client who comes only for like relaxing massage and they choose to work with essential oils. I give, they either have their oils or I bring mine, and I give them option. Hey, smell these oils and tell me which one you are attracted the most today.
That day. Yeah.
And they know immediately.
Yeah,
And
you
I
do.
always ask today, how do you feel about this oil today? Or if we are working on the body, how is your body feeling today?
Right.
Not yesterday, not tomorrow,
Right.
today. So, and that's really important, just the mindset and acknowledgement, because sometimes we have ongoing issue, but we get so stuck up with that we remember, oh, I have this pain, and then you keep saying I have this and I have this, and sometimes the pain goes away, but you still remember I have this, and you don't have it anymore.
Right.
So just a simple awareness, like how is it today?
Yes. Paying attention
Yes.
to today. I think that's such a valuable piece of advice, Yana.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. I could go on and on with you. We could
Me
talk
too.
for hours. It's so interesting and it's so valuable.
Yes.
You are a massage therapist. You use the aromatherapy for that as
Yes.
well. Um, and I know we've kind of run out of time. We can't go into the whole, but let me just say that in my life, massage has been an amazing, amazing therapy.
Yes.
So important. Our nervous system needs that touch, and that's all we
Yeah.
are, nerve endings all along the skin, right? Um,
Yes.
so when you combine the massage with the essential oils, with the aromatherapy, Do you find that there is more of a sense of relaxation, that there might be more, the massage may be able to go deeper,
Yes.
wellness goes in deeper that
Yeah.
way? Yeah.
I, for me personally, what I experience with my body and also what I see with my clients, I couldn't agree more that when we add essential oils, the body reacts and feels differently. You know, our body are detoxing during the massage, you are relaxing. Most of my clients fall asleep on the table. You know, they don't want to fall asleep, but they do. That way I know they are fully relaxed, and you know, they receive what they need for the body. And with the addition of the oils, what they need, do they need support for relaxation or support for muscles or immunity, we carefully choose those oils. Or if we work with raindrop session, raindrop technique, that's just literally oily massage where we work on the feet and then on the back. And if I have client who is the receiving a raindrop session for the first time, we like to mark the length of the body, how tall you are, because after the session and use of the oils and specific strokes, usually everybody's height is higher after the session because the body and muscles are released. So your spine, you know, elongates. And it's just amazing to see what just simple massage can do with the essential oils. And I didn't believe it. I'm like, what is this hocus pocus? What is it? So when I was receiving for the first time, we measured. I'm like, I want to see how higher and taller I am. And I was. And then everybody after who received the same thing. So I'm like, there is, you know, in the relaxation and these little things we add to the relaxation, that's where the healing happens. And I just love it. And I don't know exactly how that happens. I know this is it, what is helping and what is the connection. But I feel that it's just amazing when this can happen in such a short time. Let's say you have hour and a half, 2 hour massage, and that, you know, you release so much stress. Your body, you know, starts working differently. You are much calmer. Yeah.
Well, you know, that is my mantra. In the relaxation is where
Yes.
healing happens. And I am a firm believer in that. I mean, I think that is why I healed, because I learned
Yes.
how to relax. And I was able to, you know, we could go on, and but it's not about me.
Yes.
But yes, you are absolutely right. There is no doubt in my mind about that.
Yes.
And I think we need to understand, especially right now with COVID, that, and but always, that we are in fight or flight so much of the day and not aware of it.
Yeah.
So if we can take the opportunity to understand that relaxation, experience it, and make it part of our lives so that we heal and also remain healthy. I think
Yeah.
all of it has to work together, which is why we're here, Jana. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for agreeing to
Thank
do this
you.
with me. I
And
so much appreciate it.
thank you for having me. And if we have 1 more minute, I just want
Yeah.
to show you a couple more tricks for home and easy tips how you can use the
Go
oils.
for
You
it.
know, when we heard a big pop and I was saying, what is it? And I told you I show you. So this was my homemade cranberry jam. And I
Oh,
just wanted to show you how you can use the oils, because I was doing the homemade cranberry jam. I bought the organic cranberries, and I was following the recipe by Giada De Laurentiis, who is my favorite. And one of the ingredients was orange zest.
uh-huh.
And you know, I have trees, I have like lemon trees, but I don't have orange, and I didn't have orange at home. So in the replacement of the orange zest, I used just the lemon zest, but I used the essential oil of orange, and I put it into that to have that, you know, sense of the orange. So this amazing recipe, so that's how you can use it in cooking.
So,
And
okay, so if you use it in cooking, what's the measurement? Like one drop is how much?
I use 1 drop
Okay, so you,
because it's strong.
Okay.
And in that, with orange, it's easy because you go by taste, right? Because I also had the fresh lemon zest. So I just use the orange to have the taste of the orange.
Okay.
If you like more orangey, then you would use two. But you have to be very careful because the oils are very strong. And I just want to share with you, like when you were mentioning the oregano. So I have the oregano, and that Vitality oregano can be used also for cooking. So if you like Italian cooking and you are cooking, you know, the sauce for spaghetti, and you don't have a fresh oregano, you can use the oil. But you are not gonna be dripping because it's so strong.
Right.
So you're gonna take a toothpick. You are gonna take this off. You're gonna put the toothpick in it and put it in the sauce and mix it like that and taste it.
So just a tiny bit.
Tiny bit. If you need more, then you take clean toothpick.
Right.
Do that again, but do not drip the oregano there because it would be too much. Right? Just simple tips.
And that oregano oil is so good for you.
I know.
So good for you. I told you the story. I went hiking. I was high altitude, 19,000 feet. And this woman gave us all oregano oil. We were all getting sick. None of us got sick.
And the oregano is amazing. I call it like a natural antibiotics. Because when I feel something is coming on me, on my body, I always use the vegetable capsule and I mix the thieves and the oregano together. And these are like my power oils for, you know, supporting the immunity. Always dilute the oregano. That one is really strong and hot. It's a hot oil. And another tip, this is a cedar wood. And we use it in our closets, you know, to get rid of the moth and have the nice smell. And I had this for a while and it doesn't smell anymore like a cedar wood. So I have my cedar wood oil, right?
Oh my gosh.
And what I do, I just drip it here, couple drops like this. You know, I just spread it there. Here we go. You don't have to buy new cedar wood. You just put your oil there, hang it in your closet, good to go, right?
Jana, that's amazing.
I know. I'm like it doesn't smell like cedar wood. We need to fix it. And another thing I wanted to show you, I just got this new ornament. It's a clay ornament, which you can use on the Christmas tree or anywhere else. And then you pick your favorite oil, like you can use the joy. I was telling you I love the joy, because who doesn't need joy lately, right? And you just drip the joy there. I also like lavender. So I drop the lavender there. And you have the oils there. I just spread it like this. And it smells amazing. So that you can...
What a lovely idea.
Yeah. And if you don't have this specific one, I also have just like a regular clayish angels. I love angels. So I put the oil yesterday back on the angel, and you can hang it in your car, on the tree, anywhere at home.
So it's clay, right? Is what
it's a clay.
It will absorb it. Anything that's porous and absorbs.
It's the this one is clay from both sides.
Okay.
This one is both sides too, but the front is glazed, so it's not gonna stick on the glaze. You're gonna put it on the the raw side.
Yeah.
And for all moms, these are the wooden balls for the dryer.
I have those.
So what do you do?
I don't use the sheets. I don't use any of that.
No, that smells. That's chemical. I don't want it.
I have allergies to that, so I can't use that. But I use these balls and I put lavender on there.
So either lavender or, you know, thieves or whatever oil you like. You put on the ball, put it. There are 4 balls in this bag. Put it in the dryer, and you know the clothes smells amazing and it's fluffy.
Yeah, they come out. I mean, they're like they were in the place of the dryer sheets. They work so well.
Yes. One more tip is if you like salt lamps like I do, you can drop the oil on the salt lamp. Just spread it there And that way, when you turn it on, when you put it in the electricity, it's diffusing too.
Is it?
I think I have mentioned the face mask, right? For the kids or us.
You can mention it again.
Okay, so for this time when you have to go to school or office or work, if it's without anything and you have to be there for a couple of hours, it becomes hard, at least for me. So I have like spray, and in that spray I have rose water and different oils I like, oils like the lavender or purification or the peace and calming or stress away. You can even have it in the spray, or you can just take it, open it, apply it in here inside, and it smells amazing now. So I put the stress away because there's lots of stress in my life lately. And then
lives.
Yeah, and then that way for me it gets easier. I at least inhale something healthy,
something pleasant and healthy,
and the pleasant smell. Yes. And for those who really like to take care of themselves and self-care, I like to use the Jade roller on the face for wrinkles and just cooling down. So when your face is clean and in the evening or morning, you can take either frankincense, that one is good for skin and wrinkles and supporting the elasticity, or the lavender. And when you are rolling the Jade roller, always upwards against the gravity.
Right.
That way the oils penetrate deeper into your skin, and so your skin is more elastic and fluffier and more healthier color. I would say
it's very good for your lymphatic system too.
Yes.
That roller
Yes.
is very good for the lymphatic system in the face.
Yes.
I have one and I love it. And that frankincense is supposed to be carrot seed oil is supposed to be very good mixed with it.
Carrot seed oil is really good too for face. That one is recommended especially during the summer. If you are making your own sun lotions, carrot seed is gonna be there, lavender is gonna be there, frankincense is gonna be there. And they are just so calming and amazing. I can even express. I'm saying we need all day, so we can talk about all. I have these oils here. We didn't even go through them.
So maybe we can do this part 1.
Yes.
And we'll do a part 2.
Okay.
All these recommendations you're doing right now.
Yes.
Are so practical.
Yes.
So maybe we can do a part 2 with the practicality of it.
That would be amazing.
That would be
because my goal as an educator, as a teacher, before I was teaching kids, now I feel I'm sharing the information with adults. But for me, it's to show them and show everybody how to use it. Just the simple tips. There is no any science in it. But if you don't know about it, then how would you learn? So for me, I learn the best when someone shows me, hey, I can put the cedar wood here, or I can create my own spray, and I can put this and this and that, and I'm good to go, and just spray it on my face. And this is what I do all the time, because we are living in California. The air is dry. Our face is constantly dried out. So I have this in my car. I have this in my office. I have it
in that.
So originally, this is the Royal Hawaiian sandalwood, but I used it already. I have already new one, but I'm reusing the bottles. I don't want to trash it.
Good.
So in this bottle, I have rose water, which you buy in the health stores.
Yes, I love
rose water. If you don't like rose water, you just use regular distilled water. And then I put oils, which are good for skin and face, which is the frankincense, lavender, and I put cedar wood. And if you like joy, you can put joy or whatever favorite oil you have. You have to be careful with peppermint, because peppermint can sting in the eyes. So if you are using it on face, then spray carefully.
How about lemon?
Lemon, I love lemon too, but with lemon, I'm so happy that you said that.
Yeah.
Lemon and all citrusy oils are photosensitive, which means if you know you're gonna be exposed to sun, you don't use the oils 24 hours before, because they can make like darkish, like
Dark
a
circle.
skin marks,
Yes.
which doesn't have to happen but can. So I love citrus oils, but I'm being careful. If you know you're going to sleep, you can wash your face with that, because the citrus oils are in lots of products for cleaning face. But I will not be applying lemon oil on my face or here if I know I'm going to go on the beach or I'm going to be
If you're going to be in
exposed
the
to the
sun,
oil.
if you're going to be
Yes,
outside.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So that would be it. But I also want to show you the modern technology went so fast that I have this iTovi scanner. And that way, it's called iTovi scanner. And you hold it like this and it measures you and it pops out oils which you need at this given moment. And it's amazing because it measures your energy, the electricity and the energy, and it shows you. If I would measure now, it will show me, hey, you need to support your digestion, or you need to support this, this and that, and it will tell you the specific oils which they recommend you at this given moment. So
next time, let's go deeper into that, Jana.
yes. Okay.
So we're definitely doing a part 2 because really, no, there's so much practicality to it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because we think diffuser or to put on the
yeah.
but no, look at all the ways you can,
yes.
you can do it.
Yes.
So yeah, let's definitely, we're doing a part 2.
Thank you.
I'm committing if you'll commit.
I am committed already, and I'm happy to share because this is my passion and I love to share that with people, and I'm more than happy to share whatever I know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell us your information, Jana, because I think people need to know if they need more information, if they want to talk to you about the products.
Yeah.
So you're a massage therapist. If they need a good massage, and I can vouch that Jana gives a very good massage.
Thank you.
But whatever, just so that they can get some information from you. And
yes. So my name is Jana Hungate. I don't know if we can post it at the end.
I will post. When we post the video, I'll make sure to put the information underneath.
Yes.
The video is going to go up on my website and on my Facebook page. We'll have a link on Instagram. But right now, tell us the information.
Yes. So my phone number.
A pen and paper. Get it now. So they can
get it now. I don't know.
The people that are watching.
Yes.
Okay, so we gave you time to get the piece of paper and the pen.
For the essential oils, it's pretty much international. You can connect me from any part of the world because we can connect over the phone or via Zoom. For the massage therapy, I live in Orange County. I'm based in Mission Viejo. And if I work with clients, I work with clients 10-mile radius from Mission Viejo. So local people, great, call me. We can set up appointments. If you are
go to their homes.
I go to their homes. I provide mobile massage. And as I said, for the oils, connect with me via email or social media or my cell phone. And my phone number is 949-292-8214. And my business name is BALM, BALM, Healing Massage Therapy. And it's also my social media handle on Instagram and Facebook at BALM Healing Massage Therapy. And then you will find my email address over there too. So the easiest way is to connect through the social media or just text me or, connect with me. I would be happy to share what I know and support you on your journey.
Thank you, Jana. You've already done so much. Oh my gosh. Some of these tips are great. Like I'm going to be like that cedar. That's a great tip. Yes. And to know, don't put the lemon on your face. That wouldn't have even occurred to me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
So look out for part 2 because it's coming.
Yes.
We will be doing part 2. This was so much fun. I love you so much, my friend. I love you so much.
Thank you. Love you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
And thank you to everybody that's watching. And I hope this helps you. And I hope this helps you in your healing journey. And namaste. We'll see you soon.
And cheers to your health.
Cheers.